make a start, because we've got quite a few things to get through. We've got some students, I know one or two have been up quite a few times, but we've also got a number. We've also got a number of students who haven't been up before, and this is a celebration we like to do every Friday and recognise students' achievements across a whole range of things that you do in the school or maybe even outside of school as well. Okay, so we're going to start. I don't think we've got him here, but he came up last week. Mr. Collins mentioned about the Macmillan Coffee Morning and how the school raised over £1,000, and a number of students have been really, really proactive in doing that. And Georgia Baker was recognised and came up and got a certificate. But a young lad called George Back was also here, and unfortunately didn't get his name read out or anything. He didn't come up and get his certificate. I thought it had been arranged for him to come up as well, but I'm pretty sure he's not here. But if you do see him round about, can you say his name was mentioned? And I will find him and give him his certificate as well, because he did an awesome job in raising that £1,000. That's George Back. Okay, some sport things to go through, and there's a number of sort of local and school and also sort of on a higher stage successes. First of all, the under-16 boys squad are here from the Futsol tournament that was held in South Devon. Futsal being an indoor version of the game where improved skills are really, really important, because you can't play off the wall like you could do for normal five-a-side football. We've got a squad who were taken by our academy coaches for the tournament in South Devon, did brilliantly throughout the day, set themselves up to win the tournament by winning their first 6 matches and only conceding 1 goal in that time. Then they had a 0-0 draw, and then finally a defeat right at the end of the day in their 8th game, but that wasn't important at that stage. Mr. Bellamy told me particularly to give Mr. Hayne a bit of stick, because he was refereeing that game. I believe there was a contentious incident where the ball went out of play, but the other team played on and so on. Yeah, but it didn't cost them, luckily, and they, having won that, so that's Jack Capel, who only let in, he had 6 clean sheets in goal, Ollie J, Chester Walters, Cam Bruce, Tom Hooper and Jake Moore. In winning that, they get through to the county finals that are in March. So can we give a round of applause to those 6? Okay, now not only has one of those students got some talents on the football pitch, but that's probably put that as his secondary sport, because he's a very, very good rugby player. And in fact, this gentleman has been selected for Devon recently, played some matches against Somerset, has done extremely well and impressed the coaches, and that's part of the Devon County programme this year. So he's involved in that, he's involved with the full squads there, and obviously a lot of those players go on to reach sort of academy status for teams like Exeter Chiefs and so on. I'm sure Cameron's got aspirations for that. So could you stand up so we can identify who you are? Well done, really well done to Cameron. Okay, and then on in terms of the cricket arena, we've got some really awesome things to celebrate. Obviously, it's the end of the cricket season, and that brings with it awards, dinners and things like that. And we've got some students who did very well at the South Devon Cricket Awards, but also at the Devon Cricket Awards. Jack Thomas, I don't think has made it up here, but Jack Thomas, if you teach Jack, he's in the 6th form. He's probably not the most enthusiastic student in your lessons, I'm sure, but give him a cricket ball or cricket bat and he just turns into a different person. And he got a whole of Devon the bowling award for boys senior cricket. All right, he's a fantastic fast bowler. So that's Jack Thomas. The girls award for Devon went to a student called Ellie Hill, who we have seen up here a few times and was part of a really, really successful under-13 girls cricket team who reached the national finals. But individually, Ellie was recognised as being the best girls cricket performer in Devon, and was recognised at the Devon Awards at Exeter Chiefs ground that were held about a month ago. So Ellie, I'm going to make you stand up. Can we stand up? Because the other students alongside her, Sam Taylor, Ashley Causey, right, and also Ellie, have been identified for their potential by England Cricket, really, and they've been put on what's called the England Player Pathway programme, which will really give them intense high-level coaching amongst similar standard players throughout the county and the West, leading to a sort of part of a national programme. And you really have to be a talented individual with a lot of potential to be recognised for that. So could you 3 stand up? Well done reaching that. say this because it's a public arena, and it's not so much directed at Ellie, but you really are role models, right? And you have to act in that way in everything you do at the college. Okay, gents? Right, okay. Right, I'll take that on board. We haven't got Jamie Bishop up here, so I'm not going to talk about him, and we'll do that another week. What I'd like to do now is recognise a student that should have been up here last week. Her heart playing is maybe better than her timekeeping. She didn't make it up then. But I wanted to say well done to Esther, who didn't get our applause because she wasn't up here, on being selected for the National Youth Orchestra. I got that right?
Yeah.
Okay, National Youth Orchestra, and I'm sure there's lots of exciting things that are going to be happening. I've heard BBC mentioned and things like that in discussions this morning, but we'll hear about that as you get your success with that. But she's not just up here for that, because I know Miss Lee wants to talk a little bit about, you know, how well she's done in English work that she's done recently. So where is
So Esther has just completed her final piece of coursework for English. She has received full marks in every single piece, so she's got a full mark coursework folder. Now that is a considerable achievement because it's not very easy. And I feel a bit funny coming up here in celebration briefing, because what do I do as English? Read out a bit of an essay, and that's exactly what I am going to do. so that you can actually kind of, I guess, recognise the depth of Esther's analysis. So students had to write an essay comparing Romeo and Juliet to a Thomas Hardy short story. Whilst at first the reader may think Romeo rather shallow, his language completely changes when he meets Juliet, going from objectifying to almost reverent in passion, and compares Juliet to a holy shrine, and his lips to two blushing pilgrims. This use of religious imagery makes his affection seem far more pure than his earlier for Rosaline, especially his comparison of his lips to pilgrims, making his love seem true, as the word pilgrim suggests that as a pilgrim does, he had been travelling an arduous journey to find Juliet and worship her, almost as if he's comparing her to a goddess. As religion was extremely important during the Elizabethan period, this link could be Shakespeare's way of trying to portray Romeo and Juliet's love as real and pure as a believer's love for God. However, Romeo's comparing Juliet to a goddess could link to his former love for Rosaline, whom he compared to Diana, the goddess of chastity. This could bring the reader back to the conclusion that Romeo is fickle and sees all girls in the same way. However, the comparison between the two girls as different types of goddess could represent religious conversion, and the idea again of Romeo's love for Juliet being as strong as religion supports this, suggesting he had been opened to a new, stronger religion of love by being in the presence of Juliet. I couldn't have done that at 15, and Esther deserves a massive round of applause. Well, that's not even a drafted and redrafted piece. So.
Well done, Esther. And finally, I'm going to ask Mr. Mukherjee and I think you as well, is that so? Right, sir? To talk about Diwali week that was obviously so successful last week. You can see some of the displays around here.
Yeah, I'll be quick. But I just want to say a big thanks to all the departments involved. So maths, obviously arts, geography, dance and RS that really contributed to those days. Big round of applause for all the teachers involved and all the staff and technicians as well that were involved, like Steve and Lorraine and Joy that helped out. So big round of applause. Brought up these two lovely year sevens who were fantastic all day, but really helped out with the dance and stayed back after school for the dance. So we've got George Hawkins and Hannah Williams here. You stayed back all the way after school, all the way to 5:30 and through the whole evening. And were fantastic with the dancing. And they helped out Katie Walcott, do you want to stand up as well? Because it was only your second day, wasn't it? And it was Ofsted. And also you stayed all evening to help with the dance. So thank you very much. We'll leave the display up for a few weeks anyway. There's all the work that was produced in RS and maths and art, got the background here as well, and the big sand rangoli that the caretakers will hate. I don't know if they're not on here, but we thank them anyway for ruining the attention area. And all these lovely cards here are from the school in India that Moses made a connection with. And they've sent lots of stuff about Diwali over to us, and we're going to send them lots of stuff with our next project, which will be the Connect Learning project, which is about the local area, so we're going to reciprocate there. And I think there's a few messages on YouTube, but I don't know if we can get them on.
Well, should we put them on, and then staff who can stay and others?
And all the animation as well that we did, we'll whack on the website.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good weekend.
It's